Mary Todd Lincoln. What do these four gifted but troubled people have in common? Well, some of their biographers seem to think they had a borderline personality disorder, and that led to at least 3 of their premature deaths. Now, a borderline personality disorder is characterized by rapid mood swings and intense emotions. And you may wonder how I got interested in this topic. Some of you may recall the mermaid from my Frog Prince and the Mermaid tale. Or you may recall the funky hippie granny and life coach from my Lifestyle Changes speech. Well, she has been diagnosed with a borderline personality disorder. And really, this is no laughing matter. So. And it's a hard speech to give. One of the things you need to know about people with a borderline personality disorder is their brains work differently than people without the disorder, especially the amygdala and the other parts of the brain that regulate mood and emotions. Yes, they process emotions and moods very intensely. And a second factor is most people who have been diagnosed with this disorder have had some severe childhood trauma that result in basically symptoms that are similar to post-traumatic stress disorder that our veterans often experience. And then thirdly, if you have a family member who had this disorder, you're 5 times more likely to be diagnosed with this disorder. So very intense emotions, frequent mood swings, and the emotions, the mostly negative emotions like fear of abandonment, anxiety, anger, shame. And as a result, the self-esteem is not there. Your sense of identity is questioned. You question it every day. And your interpersonal relationships are very difficult, and it's hard to maintain ongoing relationships with others. And you tend to either idealize people who are close to you, or maybe you call them a hero one day, and then you devalue them the next when your moods change. And that's hard for the family member or the significant other to take. So how do people with a borderline personality cope with these things? They may be promiscuous, practice unsafe sex habits, they go to eating disorders, they cut themselves, they attempt suicide, substance abuse, alcoholism. These are all problems that are very prevalent among people with this disorder. And unfortunately, our prisons, our jails, our mental hospitals, our psych wards, and our cemeteries are overpopulated with people who have this disorder. But there is treatment available. And one of the things that my life coach participates in is talk therapy. And also she's done a lot of self-education on her mental health issues, and she's very upfront about the fact that she has mental health issues. And she's come a long way. So there is hope. Another good and promising treatment is for family members to get involved in therapy, group therapy, and therapy that will encourage them to support and take consistent actions towards the person with a personality disorder. Consistency is very important for the person with this disorder. They're looking for love, and they're looking for acceptance, and they see the world in black and white. I have a white shirt on and a black tie tonight. I'm not wearing colors. That would be the perception. And another thing that is very important is to validate the emotions and the moods of the person with this disorder, because they're really feeling this intensely. And one of the things I've observed about my life coach is that her brain operates 100 times faster than mine, and she's processing all the stimuli 100 miles an hour, and she often complains about being over-socialized and overstimulated, and so she has to be very careful how many people she deals with a day, and sometimes she has social anxiety, and she may go for days without leaving the house. So it is a serious disorder. There is hope, but even if you've come as far as my life coach has, every day is suffering, mood swings, intense emotions, and you're also taking your loved ones, the people you care about, and the people that care about you on this never-ending roller coaster ride. Thank you very much for your attention tonight.